Hello, my lovely grade 5. I love you so much, and I want to tell Zaina, happy birthday, Zaina, and that you have your birthday with me. So, happy birthday, happy Valentine's Day, happy year, and I wish you all happiness. Love you so much. So, today we will explain the uh, multiplying whole numbers and fraction by scaling. What is scaling? So easy. Scaling that I take a big thing, I multiply it by fraction, it becomes smaller. Sometimes when I multiply it by fraction, it's bigger. How is this? Let's see how. So in this lesson, we are going to know when multiplying a whole number by a fraction, how does the size of the fraction affect the whole number? Number two, what is scaling? So let's think. I have 12 multiply half. What do you think 12 multiply half? Is it greater than 12? Smaller than 12? 12 will be what? What is the effect when I multiply it by half? So 12 multiply half is 12 multiply 1, which is 12. 1 multiply 2, which is 2. It will become 6. So that when I multiply 12 by a half by fraction less than 1, I get a number less than 12. Less than 12. Here I have 3 examples. I want you to solve these 2 alone. Pause the video and complete it. I solved the first one. 2 multiply third. This is a fraction. So 2 out of 1 multiply 1 out of third. 2 multiply 1 is 2. 1 multiply 3 is 3. So 2/3 is smaller than 2. So the 2 is small. The value is smaller than the original value. Smaller than the original value. After you solve this, I want you to answer this question. What effect does the fraction have on the whole number? So in the first example, the whole number becomes smaller. 2 became 2 out of 3. Here I have 3 and 1 out of 4. You pause and solve it in your copybook and send it to me. Then you see the answer. 3 out of 1 multiply 1 out of 4. And 4 out of 1 multiply 2 out of 3. So I think you paused the video, and the answers here is 2 out of 3 and 3 out of 4, right? And also here it will be 4 multiplied 2, 8, 3 multiplied 1 is 3. If I divide it by long division, 8 out of 3, the answer will be 2 and 2/3. 2 and 2/3 is smaller than 4. Smaller than 4. So the answer here is smaller than the basic whole number that I have. When I multiplied 3 by a quarter, the answer is smaller than 3. When I multiplied 2 by third, the answer is smaller than 2. When I multiplied 4 by this fraction that's smaller than 2, I get an answer smaller than 4. So what's the effect? Here is the effect. I want you to save it, retain it, and this is the basic thing in the lesson. If a whole number is multiplied by a fraction, its value is less than 1, the product will be smaller than the number. If a whole number is multiplied by a fraction with a value less than 1, the product will be smaller than that number. You have to make sure of that you know and understand this very well. And here are the examples of it. Then another one. If I have 12 multiply 3 out of 2, I will leave you to solve it. Pause the video and solve it. Let's see. I think you paused the video now and you answer it. 12 multiply 3 equals 36. Out of 2 multiply 1 is 2. Let's go solve it. 36 divided 2. 3 out of divided 2 is 1. 1 multiplied 2 is 2. 6 will come down. 16 divided 2 is 8. Then we will do 16 minus 16 will be 0. Just a second, my lovely girls. So here 12 multiplied 3 out of 2 gave me 18. which is what? Which is greater than 12. So when I multiply the whole number 12 by a fraction greater than 1, 3 out of 2 is greater than 1. So I got a value greater than 12. I got a value greater than 12. So the answer here, 18, is greater, or 12 multiply 3 out, it will be written like this. 12 multiply 3 out of 2 is greater than 12. It is greater than the first number that I multiplied because it is 18, because 3 out of 2 is greater than 1. So my rule, my second rule is the whole number, if a whole number is multiplied by an improper fraction, the product will be bigger. Retain it, save it, write it in your copybook, write in your book, put it in your room. It's very important. Here is a scaling. I told you in the beginning, I will tell you what scaling. Scaling that I take any photo, any number, anything I want. See, if you want to see the whole world, you know the map, you know the whole world, it's very big, but we still have a map of the world. How? By scaling. By scaling is the idea that if I want to reduce something a certain amount, but without changing its proportion, I can multiply it by smaller fraction and make it smaller. So if I multiply this photo by a smaller than 1 fraction, which is 1 multiply 4, it gives me this smaller photo. So when I multiply a fraction by a fraction small, when I multiply anything, when I multiply Miss Nani, okay, by a number smaller than 1, gives me a smaller picture. And here, in the cars industry, if I multiplied, see, when they make a new car, a new car, are they drawing or doing here a photo of the same car? No, they are making just a small one, and then they multiply the answer, they multiply what they have by the right scale to get the car. So this is scaling. I have a small thing, I have a bigger one. If you have a small balloon and a big balloon, this is scaling. So in this lesson, my lovely girls, we know when we multiply a whole number by a fraction, how does the size of the fraction affect the whole number and what is scaling. So I love you so much. Please study well, take care of yourself, and bye. See you next lesson. Thank you.